There will never be another Nipsey Hussle.
What's happening, y'all?
I'm done dealing with the wave riding, gram chasing, so I ain't taking no requests now, cause I'll be off the line. I'll be off the line. Done dealing with these punk fakers, these complainers. I gotta get these pockets in shape, so I'll be off the line. I'll be just fine, doing fine. Hey, I'm in the UP doing mine, putting light behind these bars, yeah, I do the time. New spirit, new face, I'm a new design. Wade Kim was feeling when she bought the new behind. I'm just kidding probably, but not like all you petty niggas who just Twitter sloppy. Rearrange a nigga comments that you trim and copy. Like I really give a shit about how they feel about me. Nah, see I don't diss for the kudos. Blog banging only get your pop, no Derulo. You know, name kick this shit, Uno. Life a cold bitch, time to pull up with a new
we good today.
Never tell them where I'm at. This is volleyball blocking all
yo, how you doing? What's good, Miracle?
Requests ain't gon' leave me to a check, so I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm done dealing with the wave riding, these gram chasing, so I ain't taking no requests now, cause I'll be on the line.
Yeah, what's going on, you guys? We gonna have a nice little conversation real quick. Hi, Nashane. I'm about to be talking about the media is full of dirty tricks. You guys share if you can. It's good to be back online, Name Brand. What's up, YouTube in the YouTube streets? It's popping with y'all.
Thought I was washed up, LML. From IE to NY, I've been in my head.
Popping
While
with
y'all been
y'all.
finding out the news, I've been finding angles. Still connecting with the block, that's a lot of Legos. Tuned in, but this ain't for cable. Now I've been chilling on some bread, pickle and tomato. Yeah, I went out a quiet neighbor, now I'm back like a waiter. It's a lot of hot
about to
shit,
get
I'm
into
bringing
it
to
right
the
now.
table. Thanks to these trendy artists who bitch and argue. Keep giving out the wrong information for Insta follows. I'd rather twist my infant bottle than Insta models. Won't read a book, but got booking info and strip tomorrow. Damn, don't need approval on my life, dawg. I ain't concerned about likes, I ain't like y'all. Time to clean up these lies, yo, where that lights off. Now I'm signed, dawg. Done dealing with wave riding, these gram chasing, so I ain't taking no requests now, cause I'll be offline. I'll be on the line. Done dealing with these punk fakers, these complainers. I gotta get these pockets in shape, so I'll be on the line. I'll be just fine, doing fine.
Yes, indeed, doing fine.
I'll pick the song. Was really real, so please don't.
Yeah, please don't. What's going on out there? What's the word, y'all? What's happening? What's going on with you guys? Hey, you guys, what's happening? This is Tyrone, Soapbox Heroes. I'm with you. Let me scoot myself over real quick. Ooh-wee. Y'all see me just float through the air. What's going on? What is going on? I got some things that I want to talk to you about. I got to talk to y'all about some things because remember Pac said, the media is full of dirty tricks. The media is full of dirty tricks. And every time I say something about it, it's like people be like, what are he talking about? Hey, Betty Boo, I see you in the YouTube streets. P, good looking on the double view. I see you. Good looking on the double view. Viewing on Facebook and YouTube. What our friends for Phil was happening. We're going to talk about Kanisha a little bit later, too. Yeah, you guys. Hey, so look, lately when I've been talking a lot, and when I talk, I always try to get people to look at things in an objective manner. And I know that people, when I talk about Donald Trump, and people be like, you must be a Donald Trump supporter. Let me make this very clear. It's not that I'm a Donald Trump supporter. I'm a supporter of the truth, whether people like it or not. All right? No matter what it is. And what I am going to try to attempt to show you guys in the next 38 minutes, because we got Robert coming on later with the Best Case Scenario podcast, but what I'm going to attempt to show you is some of the tricks that the media uses. See, I believe right now that they want us to hate each other. Everything is going to be divided on race. Whether it has anything to do with race or not, it is always contingent on whether the media tells us it has something to do with race. And so sometimes we put race in the place where it don't belong, if that make any sense. And if you guys got anything to say, talk to me, I'll talk back. Holler at me, I'll holler back, no problem. We bump gums around here. That's what I'm about to do. But yeah, so I'm going to attempt to show you guys in the next few minutes exactly what it is I mean. So I'm going to show you a few things. We're going to walk through a few things. And let me see. There's a few places I could start. And like I said, I don't really like talking about Donald Trump a lot because I feel he's a troll. I feel what he wants to do is keep people disturbed. I don't think he cares who it is that he's disturbing, but he's like a pestilent child. And let me tell you something real quick. A lot of people say race, race, race. I think he's more of an elitist. I think he's more of a I don't think he cares about nobody who isn't rich. I think he's a classist. Maybe we could look up what that word is, but I think he's a classist by nature because he passes policies and he does things that's going to harm all poor people, not some poor people. But we have a lot of people kind of gaslighting everything when it comes to race, race, race. And I think that's something you want to tread lightly with because we have enough real, actual, tangible racism to where we don't have to call things that aren't about race, racist. You dig what I'm saying? And so, look, a couple weeks ago, Donald Trump got into it with Elijah Cummings in Baltimore. And when he got into it with Elijah Cummings, it just became like a racial issue really fast. He made some tweets. He said something about Baltimore being rat and roach infested. And that statement became, it has to be racist. It has to be racist. But it kind of confuses me because there's every race that live in Baltimore. There's every race that live in Baltimore. And I can show you, and I will show you where other people have said similar things. And nobody got mad. And so here, let me show you guys this real quick. We're going to get into what they call it, a dust up, a little melee. Let me cut over here real quick and let me get into this so y'all could underdig what I'm talking about.
President Trump's anger at Representative Elijah Cummings has been simmering for days. Cummings grilled the acting Homeland Security Secretary over conditions at the southern border.
You feel like you're doing a great job, right? Is it what you're saying?
We're doing our level best in a very
What does that mean? What does that mean when a child is sitting in their own feces? Can't take a shower. Come on, man.
The exchange prompted a Trump supporter to shoot this video in West Baltimore, part of Cummings' sprawling congressional district, depicting several trash-strewn properties. Minutes after the video aired on Fox, Mr. Trump launched his Twitter attack. Representative Elijah Cummings has been a brutal bully, shouting and screaming at the great men and women of the Border Patrol about conditions at the southern border. Cummings' district is a disgusting rat and rodent-infested mess.
Wait, now hold on. Now, is Cummings' district a rat and rodent infested mess? Prince, is it? Greenland, is it? Have you guys been to Baltimore? Because I know people in Baltimore who agree with it. And like I'm saying, with Trump saying that, I don't think it's presidential. I don't think it's a good thing for him to say, but is it racist? Because Baltimore, people say Baltimore is mostly black, but I think we should run some of them numbers in check because there are a lot of different minority groups. There's a lot of white people that live in Baltimore too, and there is poor white people that live in Baltimore. And again, I'm not saying this because I'm a Trump supporter or I'm trying to defend Trump. What I'm trying to say is actually this doesn't have anything to do with him. I'm trying to let people understand how the media is sowing this division constantly, but they have a reason. They have a reason. The reason isn't just ratings, but they're trying to push you in a certain direction. And I'm gonna get to that direction, and I'll say it real quick now, and I'll illustrate it a little bit more while I'm here. I think the media is trying to, they want to keep black people in the Democratic Party. And so the way you do it is you affiliate every single thing with racism. Prince, I don't know, Prince. I gotta see it. Like racist, he very well may be, but I think of him as a classist. I don't think that poor white people always realize he's a classist, but everything that he does to affect black people and poor black people or any poor minority also is including poor white people. And it's more poor white people in the country than anybody else. And so I don't think that he cares about anybody. I think he cares about corporations. I think he cares about people who, billionaires, hundreds of millionaires, because hey, he like millionaires and billionaires that are black. A true racist person don't like anybody who is not in their race. They will spite their nose to save their face. Is that what the saying is? And so I think he's a classist. I think he's an elitist. And I think they want us to stay conjured up on hate. And I'm going to show you guys later. And if you want, go through and look at anything that he says is always going to be race. And I understand, I get the narrative is because they want to keep poking at that because they want you to hate him. I'm here to say that there's enough real reasons to dislike him to where we don't have to add reasons to it. Here, let me go on a little bit further. Let me go on a little bit more.
If he spent more time in Baltimore, maybe he could help clean up this very dangerous and filthy place. Cummings, whose district is majority black, is leading one of several House committee investigations into...
District is majority black. So be fair, his district is majority black, but I still don't understand if Baltimore is rat and rodent infested. Is that the truth, or is he saying it because it's majority black? And also, we got to remember that Trump and Elijah Cummings, they have had beef. And Elijah Cummings has said things to him as well that were derogatory. But they can't spin it in a racial way. So all I'm trying to say is let's look at these things and take it for what it is. We have enough real racism to not let them just keep pissing us off because, like I said, I'm going to show you there's a reason for it. Let me go on.
To the Trump administration, he answered Mr. Trump with a conciliatory tone. Mr. President, I go home to my district daily. Each morning I go and fight for my neighbors. It is my constitutional duty to conduct oversight of the executive branch, but it is my moral duty to fight for my constituents. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi labeled Trump's attack racist, while Democratic President...
See, now here, let me go back. And see, look, the people who come out and label it racist first are Democrats. And look, and I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican, I'm an independent. So I'm always going to give you the look for independence. And this is what I think. I think they're trying to wipe out any independent thinker, any independent voter by making us so angry that we see past our independence. Now, remind you, the people who are telling you that this comment is racist is the people that are running against them. And then it wasn't long ago, I think somebody within Nancy Pelosi's own party, was it Ilhan Omar, called her racist. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, they know, and think about it. When did this many white people care so much about other white people being racist? Let me get back to it.
Nancy Democratic presidential hopefuls returned fire.
This is more of the race baiting and racial priming that this president loves to do and that is wrong for this country.
Okay, race baiting and race priming. Now, mind you, I do think that Trump does dog whistle often to his constituency. And so again, I'm not trying to say that this guy is innocent. Trust me, by all means, he is not. I'm just trying to give my opinion on how we could detect when and when not, because in the next coming months, in the next year, they're going to throw it at you so much, man. We might see some race wars cracking off because race this, race that. And then if some of them times aren't really necessary, you see, that's all I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's not always necessary. What you say, P? Within his party, so of course his party is going to come out against him, which is true. Whose party, P, gonna come out against him? The Democratic Party? They are, and they should, but it's politics. But what I'm trying to say is that comment about Baltimore, it's not racist. There was a documentary in 2017 specifically on the rodent infestation in Baltimore. It's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken, and nobody is calling that documentary racist. Nobody. I know a lot of black people that talk about Baltimore, and it's not racist. So it's racist because the person who said it, or is it the statement? Or is any of that statement true? Now, let's just be fair. We could go look and we could go see what money has been appropriated to Baltimore and what has happened with those monies. And I want to be just fair about it. I don't want to not be fair about it. I'm trying to be fair as possible. Let me get back to this.
And Willie, evidently, the president thinks this is working out for him. He's tweeting again early this morning. A tweet this morning, someone please explain.
Right, P, of course the Dems are supposed to oppose him, but they don't have to oppose him by throwing race into every single thing that may not have anything to do with race. If Baltimore is rat infested, is that a race problem or is that a rat infestation problem in Baltimore? Mind you, there are a documentary on the rat infestation in Baltimore specifically. It's there. Let me go on.
Explained that Nancy Pelosi was recently called racist by those in her own party, that there's nothing wrong with bringing out the very obvious fact that Congressman Elijah Cummings has done a very poor job for his district in the city of Baltimore.
All right, you guys, and so here, let me get back to it. So when we talk about Baltimore, let's keep it real. How often have we been hearing about Baltimore in the news? How bad do we talk about Baltimore ourselves? So does it just depend on who's saying it? Now, is that presidential? Hell no. Hell no, that's not something that a president should say. Is it a lie? Is it a lie? Somebody tell me, is it a lie? What you say, Greeland? Prince stays angry with Trump. Prince be giving his perspective. But look, I'm not, and again, these are always very hard for me to do because there's going to be somebody that say, why are you defending Donald Trump? There is no defense here. I'm just trying to actually defend us from a false narrative. Now, I don't know. Like I said, can I quantify myself whether he's racist or not? It's hard because the media, like I said, they do say and do a lot of things to manipulate that. Here, let me go on. I'm going to show you guys something else. Like I said, I'm going to try to get through this real quick because we have a wonderful, wonderful show coming up. If you guys can share this, YouTube streets, what's happening? Go ahead and hit the like. Do something like that. Do something, and you guys, look, don't throw no tomatoes at me. I'm just trying to be objective because I could care less about Donald Trump. I'll be honest with you. He's not the first. He's not the first, like, racist person or classist person or elitist in office. And I don't understand how people let this situation or let his presidency stir up your soul and make you so angry, because the truth of the matter is what he's saying, this is America. You can't be surprised at where you are at. If you're surprised, you've been walking around with blinders on. There's no way that we could talk about race and equate everything to race and then be surprised when somebody shows that they're racist or a classist. So even if he is racist, I'll be honest with you, I don't care. Half of y'all about to go to work for somebody that you going to say is racist tomorrow, and you going to go. So I don't know, but let me get back to it. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more. All right, here we have just the Roland Martin show, and it says Trump versus Baltimore. 45 gins up his base with racist attack on Elijah Cummings.
Donald Trump is using white racism. That's what he's doing. Racism against African Americans.
Okay, he says he's using white racism against African Americans. All right, because of a tweet about rodents in Baltimore, that's using white racism against African Americans. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I don't really say too much about other people or journalists or whatever, but Roland Martin just wants you to be a Democrat. He don't want you to think independently at all. At all. At all. He is no better than, that's why I say Fox is bad, CNN is bad, MSNBC is bad, and Roland Martin, I'll be honest, hey, man, you know different, brother, but here, let me show you why.
As a campaign strategy, it is abundantly clear now, after his weekend of tweets attacking Congressman Elijah Cummings and the city of Baltimore, saying that the city is far worse and more dangerous than the southern border. He went on to call it a disgusting rat and rodent-infested mess. The city of Baltimore fought back and see.
Okay, and so, again, are those words racist? I'm just asking, like, is that specifically racist? I hear you, P. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. And look, and about Roland, I think Roland is full of it. I'm going to keep you 100. Roland Martin do not want you to think independently. And it will go on and on he'll go on and out for hours watching. I'm going to show you real quick.
A native of that city expressed what the whole city felt about Trump's racist attack.
Well, you know, the president
Infested. That's usually reserved for references to rodents and insects, but we've seen the president invoke infestation to criticize lawmakers before.
All right, he used infestation to criticize lawmakers before. All right, let's go ahead. Let's hear him out.
The pattern here, just 2 weeks ago, President Trump attacked 4 minority congresswomen. Why don't they go back to the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came?
All right, now, that was a very jerk thing to say. Racist? Where are they from? I don't know. Let's just be, I like to keep it all the way honest. I don't know exactly what region or geographical area they from. So if you can see it, let me know where they from and let me know if they're broken places and if they're rat infested or not. And like I said, again, I think Trump is a classist because the thing that we keep missing out is every time he's talking about somebody, he's talking about poor places. I understand that there's black people in their poor places because a lot of poor places do have black people. Social economic reasons, history. Real racism is the reason for those things. And so I'm not trying to say that that isn't true. All I'm saying is let's look at this for what it is. And was that some jerk stuff that a president should definitely not say? Of course. He's a jerk. He's an idiot. He's like a kid that throws a tantrum when he don't get his way. And you guys got to realize it that this guy has never had a regular day in his life where he wasn't rich. He doesn't understand nor care about people who aren't rich or the conditions. He just does not get it.
Reminder, 3 of them were born here. All of them are American. Infested, he says. A week before his inauguration, January 2017, Congressman John Lewis should spend more time on fixing and helping his district, which is in horrible shape.
All right, now, Baltimore. Is Baltimore in horrible shape? Now, all of Baltimore isn't in horrible shape. It's not. It's not. But from what we talk about and what you see on the news, the different issues and things that are going in Baltimore, is Baltimore in horrible shape? If I say Baltimore is in horrible shape, is it racist?
Falling apart, not to mention crime infested. Donald Trump has tweeted more than 43,000 times. He's insulted thousands of people, many different types of people. But when he tweets about infestation, it's about black and brown people.
See, and like I'm saying, he says when he tweets about infestation, it's about black and brown people. He tweeted it about an area. He said Baltimore. Baltimore is not only black and brown people. I'm sorry. And then at the same time, CNN's job is to make you hate this man. And again, it's not that he doesn't say enough things on his own to make you hate him, but make that determination on your own, not because the people whose job it is to make you dislike him are doing his job. Let me go on some more.
The president says about Congressman Cummings' district.
Don't, and look, y'all think is he about to cry? Come on, you guys, look. This is made for TV.
That no human would want to live there. You know who did, Mr. President? I did.
He said, you know who did, Mr. President? I did. Do you still live there?
From the day I was brought home from the hospital to the day I left for college, a lot of people I care about still do. There are challenges, no doubt. But people,
So does that mean that it's racist? Is Baltimore? Look, it's a documentary on the rat infestation in Baltimore. You dig what I'm saying? But like I said, this guy's job, CNN is, of course, CNN and Fox News and MSNBC are no different than each other, in my opinion. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys some more of this real quick, and then I'm going to move on to the next little thing. And like I said, if you hear, just stay patient, because I'm going to tie it together real quick just so you can see. So you can see what I mean. Like, come on, man. This guy, he started crying and ain't near tear on his face. Ain't near tear on his face. Look, dry face. He just started breaking down crying and ain't near tear on his face. Oh, yeah, I can make it bigger. The wonders of technology. His eyes aren't even glossy. But he was about to cry 2 seconds ago. Come on, you guys. Just follow me. Follow me. This is what they want. They want us to stay angry. And like I said, if you're going to be angry, there's plenty reasons. Like when he told Judge Curiel that he can't judge him fairly because he was Mexican, that's racist. So you guys, you know what? Let me take that back. Maybe he is a racist. I think he's a bigot and a classist. Racism is when you systematically try to hold somebody back because of their race. I think he more or less tries to systematically hold people back due to their economic status. You dig what I'm saying? Here, let me go on with his non-tears.
people are proud of their community. I don't want to sound self-righteous, but people get up and go to work there. They care for their families there. They love their children who pledge allegiance to the flag.
And that all may be true, but that doesn't mean that it's not rat infested, man. Come on, let me get out of here. That don't mean that it's not rat infested. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to be honest, but you guys will believe him because he's fake crying and be mad at me because I'm telling you at least what I really honestly feel is the truth. I don't even know if he honestly feel like that because judging on them non-tears, it's just talk. He said, I lived in Baltimore until I went to college. What is he, in his late 40s? So I wonder if the reason he got out of there was anything to do with the crime or the opportunity or the rat infestation. I have been to Baltimore. And so what I'm trying to say is, was that racist? And so, and look, and let me go back. That doesn't mean that there isn't anything that Trump says that hasn't been racist. But this whole beef right here, this whole beef patty is a joke, you guys. This is something that's manufactured. And then here, let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this. Let me run this back real quick. Let me show you guys this. I'm going to run back some more Uncle Roland. Nah, you know what? I'm not even going to run back no more Uncle Roland without due because, like I said, I'm pressed on time because we got a wonderful, wonderful show today. I had to work with the YouTube to get it back on. But Roland Martin, Joe Biden said something the other day. He said something the other day insinuating that that everybody, that people aren't as smart, or that people think people aren't as smart as rich white people. He said something that if Donald Trump would have said it, oh my God, it would have been racist, but Roland Martin went out of his way to make sure that you knew, or make sure that you believed, that Joe Biden isn't racist. All right. So if Joe Biden makes a mistake and Joe Biden says something that might come off to seem racially insensitive, which isn't the first time. Wasn't he the same person who said, Obama, oh yeah, he's a clean fellow. He's a clean fellow. Remember he talked about Obama, said he's a clean fellow. Now he out here trying to basically say that that poor black kids, you could be as smart as rich white people too. Well, he said poor kids. He didn't say black. And so what Roland Martin did was go ahead and connect it to being black. The same thing he's doing with Baltimore, except it's okay for Joe, but it's not okay for one person. But neither one of them specifically said black in a negative or derogatory fashion. So if anytime you talk about where a black area is racist, is that for everybody or just for certain people? And again, you guys, it's not that I'm a Donald Trump supporter. I'm more of a supporter of the truth. Now, the other day, what prompted me to do this was I had somebody tell me, you know what, Tyrone, we were talking about media and we were talking about news. And I said, well, to me, MSNBC and Fox News are no different. No. MSNBC and CNN are no different than Fox News. Somebody tell me, well, CNN tells the truth. Somebody else tell me, well, MSNBC does not lie. And I say, well, you don't have to lie to deceive somebody. You just don't got to tell them the full truth. And you can manipulate them. And so I want to play this for everybody who thinks that CNN or MSNBC is on a higher moral ground than Fox, because to me, they're all trash. It's all entertainment. None of it has to do with the edification or the knowledge for you. They all have agendas and entertainment agendas. MSNBC and CNN is in the tank for the Democrats, period, point blank. Fox News is in the tank for Republicans, period, point blank. You will never get any fair down the line discussion about this because you can't. It will be 500 people killed in one day and they still gonna make Trump the headline of the news. This is CNN and MSNBC. And then when Trump does something bad, Fox News, they act like they don't even know. They act like they don't even know. So look, let me go here real quick and let me play a little something. So let me turn it up. This is Donnie Deutsch on MSNBC. Matter of fact, let me make sure that I got my audio all the way back. Here we go, you guys. Listen to this real quick and just follow me just for a second.
Brawled on the air a lot. And what you said in a couple of minutes yesterday, to me, is the most important thing that's ever been said on this show, on any show on this air, and that we are at war.
We are at war. When he says we, he means the Republicans and the Democrats. Again, they always skip over independence. They don't want any independence. So if they don't want you to be an independent thinker or an independent voter, they have to pin you against somebody. They have to make you hate somebody. Listen.
It is time for the Democrats to wake up. We are playing against cheaters and liars or stealers, and with all due respect to Michelle Obama, when they go high, when they go low, we got to do whatever we have to do. We actually...
Okay, and I agree. The Republicans, oh yeah, they gonna go low. Republicans are dirty. When it comes to politics, the Republicans play no games. They take no prisoners. They do whatever they have to do to get the W. And he's saying, hey, Democrats, we got to play dirty. So by him saying that we have to play dirty, you should know that they are willing to mislead you. They are willing to lie to you. By me saying that the Democrats are willing to lie to you, it's not me saying that the Republicans aren't, because they are going to lie to you too. But what they're doing is trying to stoke everything with racism. The Democrats are, because they don't want you to be independent. Let me go on.
A government led by Moskovich and criminal Trump. Oh, by the way, we're going to call him unindicted criminal Trump now, because in 2 instances, he has been an unindicted criminal. So I know in regular, when you're playing fair, you're supposed to...
What's an unindicted criminal? Did he get indicted or not?
President Trump. Just like we're going to call him Moskovich, we're going to call him criminal Trump. And another message for the Democrats: it is time to move forward. There are 2 takeaways from Mueller that we're going to use as we go to war. Number 1.
Here, let me go back. He says there are 2 takeaways we are going to use after the report from Mueller. So they telling you this is the things that we are going to say and going to do going forward to get elected. Not that they give a damn about you. They want to get elected. Listen closely.
Brawled on the air a lot. And what you said in a couple of minutes yesterday to me is the most broke the law. And when he's out of office, he can go. The president
I skipped too far.
broke the
Let me
law,
go back.
And when he's out of office, he can go and will go to jail as we go to war. Number 1, the president broke the law, and when he's out of office, he can go and will go to jail. And number 2, we are vulnerable with our election systems. That's our 2 things. We may not have won the battle of impeachment, but we're going to win the war of putting him in jail, whatever.
See, he said we didn't win the battle of impeachment, but we will win the war of putting him in jail. So he's telling you what they're going to do is switch the narrative now from impeachment to going to jail when he gets out. They're not talking about no policy. They want to keep you pissed off. And that's the strategy. Their strategy isn't here. Let's talk about policies that are going to affect these people. Let's talk about things that are going to help these people. They are talking about keeping people pissed off, whatever it takes. Let me go on.
Brawled on the air a lot. And what you said in a couple of minutes, brawled on the air a lot. And vulnerable with our election systems. That's our 2 things. We may not have won the battle of impeachment, but we're going to win the war of putting him in jail, whatever we have to do. And we're not going to necessarily play fair and for
whatever we have to do. And we are not going to necessarily play fair, which means they are going to lie to you. He is saying it right to your face on MSNBC that we are not going to play fair. So if somebody tells you they're not going to play fair, how can you assume that they're going to be honest? How does that work? Let me go on.
Intellectuals out there whose hair is going to go on fire, but we're becoming like them. We cannot lose the next election. We will go back 50 years. We have to start. And one other thing, Joe, let me just finish. The one tool we have to use that the Democrats never use is fear.
All right, hey, Robert, I see you say I'm missing it. But what did he say right there? The one tool that the Democrats must use is fear. He just said it, fear. Let me run that back.
to use that the Democrats never use. We
Well,
have to start. And one other thing,
it's
Joe, let me
worse
just
than
finish.
that.
The one tool we have to use that the Democrats never use is fear.
Run that back one more time.
To start.
tell
And
you,
one other
it's-
thing,
it's
Joe, let me
worse
just
than
finish.
that.
The one tool we have to use that the Democrats never use is fear.
Fear. The one tool that the Democrats have to use that they never use is fear. So if they want to use fear as a tactic, they have to make you fear somebody. They have to make you hate somebody. They're not talking about policy, Robert. They ain't said nothing about policy in this whole video, in this whole clip. They're talking about scaring people to get what they want, doing whatever it takes. And so if they are willing to do that, how could they be believed? The Republicans and the Democrat, their biggest objective is keep people from becoming independent voters, independent thinkers. They want to keep us on the same plantations, period. Both of them. Here, let me run it back one more time. I got to get off so we can get on with Robert and them coming on here in a second. Let me play this real quick and I'm going to get
Another
on.
thing,
It's
Joe, let me
worse
just
than
finish.
that.
The one tool we have to use that the Democrats never use is fear. Stop talking about Donald Trump today and yesterday and start to paint a picture of what the next 4 years would look like. Maybe even the next 8, 12 years, because he doesn't think he's going anywhere, of the possible path to a dystopian society. There is no more playing next. We cannot bring a knife fight.
A possible path to a dystopian society. They want to scare you to death. And Robert, yes, this is one video, but this is a tactic that they have been using. That's why everything, when it comes to the black vote, we always say every time a conservative do something for a black vote, they only doing it for the black vote. The Democrats are only doing this for the black vote. That's it. That's it. Are they going to mention anything about racism after the election? Nah. Nope. No. Nit. No numbers have changes. There is no difference in the wealth disparity between blacks and whites when the Democrats are in power. In fact, it went up just as much. They want to keep us from being independent voters, you guys.
To a bazooka gunfight.
All right,
All right. And so look, y'all, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Don't be too angry with your boy because, again, I'm not here to pat Donald Trump on the back. Donald Trump is a jerk. To me, he's a classist. He don't care about no poor people. None. Now, he might make white poor people think that he cares about them, but policy says that he don't. He is not doing nothing to help poor white people. He's doing things that hurt them just as bad as he's doing things that hurt poor people of all races. He's an elitist, a classist, a spoiled child. Donald Trump is a jerk. With that being said, y'all, this is Soapbox Heroes. My name is Tyrone Irvin. I will be back soon. Hey, you guys, stay around because the Best Case Scenario podcast is about to come up. Robert is going to be talking this stuff. I'm jumping in the comments. I'm getting my troll on. Everybody, get your troll on. What? No, I'm not going to troll you too heavily. But no, Rob, and hey, anybody want to have a conversation about this, you guys tap in. We could go live. We could do it. We could talk about it. This is Soapbox Heroes. My name is Tyrone Irvin. Hey, you guys, let me go ahead and jam my jam for you, and I'm going to get on up out of here. Peace. Robert, the Democrats aren't talking about nothing wonky. They're talking about pie in the sky. That's not wonky. They don't explain anything. They're no different, man. They don't want us to be independent. So they got to make us hate. And Donald Trump, he's worth hating because he's an idiot. But he don't care about poor people. No poor person.
Dealing with the wave riding, these gram chasing, so I ain't taking no requests now, cause I'll be on the line. I'll be on the line.
And this is what white people really think, you guys. Your boss, your neighbor. This is America, folks.
Doing fine, hey, I'm in the UP doing mine. Putting light behind these bars, yeah, I do the time. New spirit, new face, I'm a new design. Wade Kim was feeling when she bought the new behind. I'm just kidding, probably, but not like all you petty niggas who just Twitter sloppy. Rearrange your nigga comments that you trim and copy. Like I really give a shit about how they feel about me. Nah, see I don't diss for the kudos. Blog banging only get your pop, no Derudo. You know, name kicking shit, who knows? Life a cold bitch, time to pull up with a duo. Never tell them where I'm at. It's a volleyball, blocking all you niggas on the net. Accepting your requests ain't gonna lead me to a chat. So I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Hey, you guys, go to the Soapbox Heroes page if you over here on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on your notification bell. Look out for you guys. And we got a nice, vast diversity of thoughts and opinions on the Soapbox Heroes Network. We got some more things coming soon. Hey, we got the app coming. We got the Soapbox Heroes app coming, web page, streaming page. We're going to take it to streaming radio here. Before you know it, it won't even take long. You'll be like, how'd that happen? How'd that happen?
Thought I was washed up, LML. From my E to NY, I've been in my head. While y'all been finding out the news, I've been finding angles.
What's up, Greenland?
That's a lot of Legos. Tuned in, but this ain't for cable. Now I've been chilling on some bread, pickle and tomato. Yeah, I went out a quiet neighbor, now I'm back like a waiter. It's a lot of hot shit I'm bringing to the table. Thanks to these trendy artists who bitch and argue. Keep giving out the wrong information for Insta follows. I'd rather twist my infant bottle than Insta models. Won't read a book, but got booking info and strip tomorrow. Damn, no need approval on my life, dog.
P, you said he's a racist and an elitist? Okay. We might be able to go with that. I think he's a bigot, a classist, and an elitist. I don't know about a racist because he has done things to help black people. Whether we want to admit it or not, whether you want to say he's doing it for the vote or not, he is a racist. A true racist will never help a black person if they're racist against black people. They will never do it, not for the vote, not for nothing. A true racist is not going to help a black person. It's not going to even try. They're going to do things to hurt black people. But a classist will do things to hurt all poor people. Come on, you guys, let's talk about it. I work in the media. I know what they be doing. Pac said the media full of dirty tricks. Do you not believe him? Do you believe the same media that will make you look vilified like a criminal, but when they want you on their side, they want you to hate somebody else? This is Soapbox Heroes. My name is Tyrone Irvin. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hey, you guys, we got a wonderful show coming up. Wonderful, wonderful show. We got the Best Case Scenario podcast, and they are going to be coming on here shortly. In fact, I am 5 minutes over. My bad, Best Case Scenario. This is Soapbox Heroes. I am Tyrone Irvin.